So I was just sent this Seidenlar solar light that goes on the top of your fence post in your yard. So we're going to do an unboxing, show you what's in here, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to put it out on one of my posts on my vinyl fence outside. So first things first, we've got the packaging here. So this particular one is this is a black one, but they do come in white as well. So it's just a simple light that goes on the top of your fence post, and this will light up. So to see how this works, this comes in two pieces. So you've got the reflector piece here, and then you've got the actual light on this side. So what it does is it actually has a AA battery, which it does come with. So that was in there. So you have the AA battery, and then so it's solar in the fact that it turns on when it gets dark. So it's not actually charging and using solar power. It's just using it. So when it thinks that it's dark, then it will turn on. So there is a switch on the bottom here. You can turn it to a brighter light or a more ambient light. And you can see once I put my hand over it, it realizes that it's dark. It will turn that on. So once you have that on in the way you want it, there are clips right here. So you're just going to stick those in there, give it a little twist, and that will stay in that spot. So again, as you see, it turns dark, that will turn on. That's that version. That's the brighter one. And then this is the more ambient light. So you can see the two versions of that. And then once I move my hand, that turns off. So this will fit different size posts. So depending on which one you have, it has a different bracket on the bottom. So you're going to use one of those to actually attach that, and it comes with the screws that will allow you, if you do have a wooden post, it'll allow you to screw that right in. So it'll have the 4 holes, and it'll allow you to screw that directly into the top of yours. So let's see how this looks outside on my fence post. Okay, so now we're outside at my fence post. This is what this is intended to replace. So all I'm going to do is take that off, put that aside, and then we're going to look at the top piece here and see what size I need. And actually, so this is the size that I need. This can go right on top. If it was wood, they have the screws that you'd be able to screw into straight into the wood. So if you had, one of the larger ones, and let's say we needed to use this piece, we have the 4 screws, and we would be able to put that on here. So these easily come out. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this off, and then if I needed to use a smaller one, I would just put this on here, twist it in place, and then I'd be able to use that on there. So very simple to exchange these. I'm going to take the one that I need, put it on the bottom, twist it into place, and we do have the screws on the bottom if I had the wood to put that on. And all I'm going to do is just sit that on. And now when it gets dark out, the battery will turn that on. The sensor will allow that to turn on, and we'll get to see what that looks like.